the power of queer culture. This is intersectionality. We're next to a construction site. And Lake Mara is right here. Beautiful. Love her so much. Hey, so it's been a minute. You know those conspiracy theories about what's going on with the fireworks? Since Juneteenth, fireworks have been popping off nonstop, like every hour, even in the morning. Finally, after the 4th of July, a couple of days later, it's gotten a little bit better. Just, I didn't want to film and have to like deal with all of the fireworks exploding constantly. I did take a nice week off, treat myself during Pride Month. The best way to give to the LGBTQ community is to treat myself. Additionally, I have been dealing with white nonsense and other women of color who prefer to support the white supremacy over actual diversity and inclusion. It's a lot of emotional labor. I'm sure that other people have been dealing with it too, so in the description, I have a resource list of different articles that you can send to people about their allyship, what performative allyship is, what tone policing is. I hope that helps somebody. We're all in this together, unfortunately. So I am now back. Just a chill vid. I'm gonna drink some wine and talk about the Netflix shows that I've currently been binging to numb the pain inside. Let's just get this puppy open. F. Stephen Miller's Chardonnay, the wine gift card that HelloFresh kept pushing on me. I finally used it. It secretly enrolls you into a recurring $40 charge, so made sure that I canceled that. And of course, with all the fireworks, as you can hear, my dog, he just thinks that everything's a war zone right now. Dogs, their stress hormones can last for like longer than 24 hours. So that's why a lot of dogs go missing the day after 4th of July, because they're stressed out and confused still. Little PSA for you, for your dogs. A little drink me top on there. I'm really sorry for anyone who's watching me do this right now. Also, yes, I'm sweating. My room is a sauna. Bud, I know. Can you please? Mama's trying to open up a bottle of wine. That little muffin top. Ooh. Smells like a wine. Smells like a white. Yeah, it's pretty non-offensive. Oh, how sweet. It's just like a generic thank you thing. Usually they have like the background of the wine, but here you have to download an app to get their inside story. Tired of these QR codes that are now on my wine bottle. Back in the day, we didn't have QR codes. But anyway, the things that I binge are usually reality TV shows. Media Studies 101. The whole advent of reality TV. Why should we be watching, television where we're just looking at a facsimile of actual human emotions, and watching reality TV, which is real human emotion? We can get into the whole how reality TV is scripted, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's fine. But at the end of the day, it's supposed to be all about real people and their real emotions. Reality is stranger than fiction. There we go. Yeah, I'm into the messiness. I'm a messy girl. I hope that they make a reality TV show about how to frame reality TV shows. Like, I want them to give people raw footage and be like, okay, you get the romance challenge, you get the enemies challenge. I sound really fucking pretentious. It's just fucking reality TV. It's not that deep. I also feel like I don't really need to pay attention to it that much. One thing about me is I now just watch almost everything at ×2 speed. I even downloaded an extension that lets me increase the speed of any video and not just a YouTube video. I used to have a problem where like I would really want to watch something, but it was just too slow for me, and it's probably not the actual creator's fault. Now that I can watch things at ×2 speed, I can still get everything, but now it's at a uncomfortably fast pace. I watch Netflix at ×2 speed unless it's so good that I can appreciate the pacing without speeding up anything. Going speedy, gotta go fast, like Sonic. Because I watch stuff at ×2 speed, I can be pretty efficient about the way that I consume things. Myself another glass. Here are my Netflix produced quarantine binges. We all know how bad the organizational system is in Netflix. I'm sure that these are already super popular, but hey, maybe you'll find something new and interesting, something that'll pique your interest as we continue to live in these apocalyptic times. To be a little bit more critical about these shows, 4 criteria. Number 1, format of the show. Number 2, contestant skill. 3, contestant diversity. And 4, subversion of expectations. It really is just in the details where things shine and stand out. Let's start with Blown Away. The thing with reality TV is that you get to see skills you would never really experience. Like, I don't understand glass blowing. Glass blowing is wild. The format of Blown Away is pretty straightforward. They are given a prompt, and then they're given a time period to create their glass blown pieces, and then they have a panel of judges that go in and take a look at it. My favorite thing about reality TV is like whenever it's like a niche, they introduce a guest judge, they're like, oh my god, this person changed my life. Like, I have no fucking clue who these people are. They're heroes to these people, so there can be something inspiring in that. I think here, like, there's just a baseline level of respect for all of the people who are participating here, because let's be real, like, glass blowing, there's like a baseline amount of learning. Being a glass blower, let's just say, takes more experience than becoming a cop. I'm trying my best not to spoil too much. Contestant that I liked, let's see if you can figure out which one is my favorite. You know, you're always gonna have your favorite competitors. For me, that's basically anyone who's queer or anyone who's a minority. So call me biased, those are the people who I'm rooting for. Maybe I don't exactly like the personality of the contestant. As long as they have skill, I don't really care. I'm like, all right, you know, you're in this, buddy. Next in fashion includes Tan France from Queer Eye, which I feel like is one of the less problematic hosts of Queer Eye. And I think that it's, once again, it's cute, you know, it's feel good. The format is a new thing. Usually you like either come in a team and leave as a team, play as a team all the way until the end, and then you compete against each other. But now I'm seeing like a middle where like you compete as a team for a bit, and then now you are you're solo. Huge variety of people, and all of the people have different designing accolades, and I don't know if there was a crazy amount of subversion, but there is this like really tense moment where you're like, oh shoot, like they bent the rules there. I think that's always fun. They're willing to bend the rules, not just for drama, although I know that sometimes people do it just for drama. But I think in this case, because it is focused more on the skill and the fact that fashion is so subjective, I like watching things where I don't even know how to scratch the surface of what the hell they're doing. And then we go into the big flower fight, which is also in the same vein as like Blown Away, where, you know, I don't know anything about flower arranging. I can kill succulents, I have no green thumb. Really interesting prompts. So I think the format, pretty generic again, but I think the fun thing about flower arranging, there are so many things that I'm just like, oh, you know, like I wouldn't have expected that to be a thing. Love the variety. This one, they come in as partners, and they win as partners. See like a certain level of camaraderie. Contestant diversity is also really great. Like there's a lot of like queer representation. And then we move out of the realm of a subjective art form with your eyes to a subjective art form with your eyes and taste buds and smell. Crazy Delicious. It's still given a theme, and for Crazy Delicious, every single episode has 3 challenges. They've made this set where you can scavenge and forage for your own ingredients. They've managed to make the whole, this is the pantry, go and pick up your ingredients, into like a more integrated kind of style. You know, the judges are great as well. These contestants, I would say, have like a pretty good baseline skill level in comparison to like some other cooking shows that I've watched, and there is not that much of a focus on mean competitive drama of it. In this one, there's no reward. Like, it's just for the clout. It's literally just for the clout, where they give you like a fake styrofoam apple and say that you're a winner. And I'm like, wow, I love that. There's a subversion of expectations when there is one episode where they're just like, none of y'all get the bonus. And then to top off the final of the reality TV shows that I've been binging is The Final Table. So this one is like the oldest one, I think. It was released in 2018, so I'm sorry that I'm getting on this train late, but I'm on it now. I really like this one because it reaches a certain level of cooking where all of these people are like culinary masters, or they, you know, at least own their own restaurants and they're running a pretty successful business, all the way up to people who have, you know, 2-3 Michelin stars, right? They come in as teams, so like Next in Fashion, they come in as teams, and then at the very end, they cook solo. It goes through different types of cuisines, of national cuisines in every single episode. The Final Table just means that you win a networking group, basically. Like at that point, you've already achieved all of these culinary accolades, so now it's just about networking. Contestant diversity, however, this one is the one that's kind of lacking. The culinary industry has always been a very male-dominated field. In this case, the people who I was rooting for, they actually like got weeded out at the really beginning. I did have one group that I was rooting for, and they got all the way to the end. All the contestants, all of like the final winners are men. I'm like, I don't like it that much, but you know, there's a certain level of fairness if you are like French and you're cooking French cuisine. Like, you could still mess it up. And there's a whole saying where it's like regional cuisine is actually not made best in the actual region, because there's like this, oh, we've already done it the best, and you don't continue to improve, refine, and innovate. Competitors who have like never made the food or never made the dish before, they make a really great dish and they don't go into like the elimination box. Oh yeah, that's like the one thing about this format, which is the same with some other reality TV shows, is that they have the winners and the losers, and then the losers, either they have to compete and then the real loser of that loser competition has to go home. You get to see like 2 different types of dishes being created in that region. On my second glass of wine, pretty delirious. God, I've just been watching so many things to try to turn off my brain during quarantine. Hope you enjoyed my rambling. So, third glass of wine. All right, see you next time.